Good morning. We continue with idea development. When we talk about idea development, it's simply about you coming up with a notion to help the organization, innovative mindset to help the organization. That's about idea development. And once an idea is being given, or once idea is passed across, the next thing is to make a feasibility study about that idea. Get the point here? An idea to build a project or an idea to start a project is being given. So we don't just start the project. What do? We make a feasibility study about the project. Does it make sense doing it or not? Do you get the point I'm making here? Or someone has given you an idea. Oh, we want to do this. Let's try to do this. Okay, yes, we'll do it. But let's study it. Let's look at the benefits, the cost of doing it. That is feasibility study. Do you get feasibility study here? So feasibility study, it implies an investigation into the potential and profitability of a business idea. So you have to investigate the potentials in this idea, the profitability of this idea. It's an idea, and whenever an idea is being given, the main aim of that idea is to make profit. That's why we said an entrepreneur is an individual who comes up with a business idea with the aim of making profit. Is it making sense here or not? You are an entrepreneur because you have come up with a business idea which you think would allow you to make profit. Oh, now we're going to make profit, okay. But what are the potentials in this business idea that you have given us? We have to investigate it. So feasibility study is about investigating the profitability and the potential of a business idea. Does it make sense to you or not, please? Does it make sense or not? You don't get it? There's a feasibility study. This study is about, when it comes to study, it means, I tell you to stop writing. You don't try when I'm talking. You don't try when I'm talking. It's a study because someone has come up with a business idea. Oh, let's start producing a marker. It's an idea, yes or no? Yes, sir. So, okay, yes, we will produce it, but we're not just going to start producing it. We will start producing it after investigation. So we need to study this idea that you've come up with. So how do you study it? What do you want to study about it? The potentials in producing this and the profitability of producing this. So if you're going to produce this, how many people are producing this already? That's the market feasibility. Are we going to make profit if we are producing this or not? It's a feasibility study. So before you say yes, before you execute a project or a business idea, before you put it into empirical, before you make it practical, you have to do a feasibility study. Because in the feasibility study, you get to know the potentials and the profitability of that business idea. Do you get feasibility study here now? Do you get it now, please? So that's why it implies to an investigation into the potential and the profitability of a business idea. So what are the things we're going to gain from producing this? Are we going to make profits or not? You get to know through your feasibility study. Any question about it? Good. So what are the areas of feasibility studies? We have the technical, the financial, and the operational. These are the three things that makes a product. The technicality, the financial aspect, because we need cash. And who are those that we need? What are those resources that we need to produce what we're talking about that we want to produce? Do you get the feasibility study areas now? Technicality, technology is needed. Operationally, it's needed. You need people, you need resources. Finance, you need money. So without these three areas of feasibility study, we will not achieve the business mindset or the business idea that we want to develop. Because an idea needs to be developed to create the product. Let's make marker is a business idea. Producing the markers is the development of the idea. Does it make sense here? Does it make sense or not?
Listen.
Technically, I'm going to explain it. For technically, we're simply talking about, I'm going to explain it here. But I'm just giving you a preview of what I'm going to explain. So the point is idea development. When an idea comes in, the next thing you do is not to just accept the idea, You investigate the idea. And in the course of investigating it, that is where we have what we call feasibility study. To investigate the potential and the profitability of the business idea that you are given. So as soon as you've done that, as soon as you are done with that, then you can develop the idea. Because that is the main topic here, idea development. When you develop an idea, it becomes a product or service. Let's produce this is an idea. Until we start producing it, we did not develop the idea. But before we start producing it, we need to make a market feasibility study. Does it make sense now? So let's go to the areas of feasibility study. The first one is technical. The question asked through this study is about assessing technology. We need technology, we need equipment, we need machines. Skills, who are those involved? The experts. Software, because whatever we do now, we must not use enough papers. We must try to put them in the software, applications that makes it to become easier for us to use. That is technically. Do you understand technically now?
Yes.
It's about technology, the skills needed, and the software. Clear. That is one aspect of feasibility study. The second one is financial, which is about finance, money. Cost. Oh, let's produce this marker. How much is it going to cost us producing these markers? The cost. The revenue. As soon as we produce these markers, how much are we going to make how much are we going to make selling these markers? Get the 2 points here. How much is it going to cost us producing these markers? How much are we going to make selling these markers? Costs for production, for selling. Does it make sense here?
Yes.
Great. And the last one, which is operation. This is where everything ends. We have to produce it. It is about the availability of finance. We need money to produce it. Raw materials, we need resources. Oh, let's produce marker and we start producing marker. No, we have to buy resources to produce marker. We need supplies. Yes or no?
Yes.
Skilled labor. Who are those workers that we have to employ to start producing markers? Distribution. Where are we going to sell them? We can't just produce them here and leave them here. We need to distribute. The channel of distribution. The wholesaler, the retailer, the consumer, they have to buy. So how are we going to be able to reach our consumers? Distribution will determine that. Any question about this?
No.
Do we understand technical is about technology, financial is about money needed, and operational, those involved, resources involved. Operational. Operation is, this is a school, right?
Yes.
This school, the operation department of this school are the teachers.
Yes.
So that is operation. So if you have to produce markers, you need people to work on this production, yes or no? That is operational. Skilled labor. That's why we have, to produce these markers, we need resources, yes or no? It's part of operation. To produce these markers, we need workers, yes or no? Operation. To produce these markers, we need money, yes or no? Operation. To sell these markers, we need what? Distribution. The link between where we produce the product to where we have to sell the product. Does it make sense now?
Yes.
Any question up to now? Are we sure?
Yes.
Great. Now, what are the types of feasibility studies we have? The first one is market feasibility. For market feasibility, we're talking about if the demand for our product is increasing or not. So I wrote, it determines whether there is demand for a product or service in a particular market or industry. So, they told us to produce markers. Yes, this is what we want to produce. So we need to make a market feasibility study. And to make a market feasibility study, we need a market research. Get the point here. We want to start producing the markers as she has told us to start producing. Yes, we will produce. We are done with we have to check the market feasibility. Who are those producing these markers? Do we have a chance of producing these markers? Are we going to sell if we are producing these markers? These are market research. Market feasibility determines whether there is demand for this product. So if you have come up with an idea to sell markers, to produce markers, it means there is a market for markers. So that means the demand for markers are what? Increasing. And that is why you think we should start producing markers. Yes or no? If the demand is not increasing, we're not going to produce it. But for the fact that the demand is increasing, we start producing it. Do we get it?
Yes.
Now, in a particular industry or market, this involves what? Market research. How do we get information about the market? We can only get information about the market by seeking for information about the market. Through what? Market research. So market research gives us instincts, ideas about what happens in the market. Do we get it or not? So when you go to that market, what are those questions you have to ask yourself? The first one, is there demand for the product or service? Oh, she told us to start producing markers. The first question we ask out there is that, do we have the demand for this product or not? Because if you don't have the demand for the product, you're not going to be able to sell the product, which means you're not going to be able to achieve this. When you don't sell, do you make revenue? No. Is it making sense here or not? Your market research allows you to know if whatever you are producing is going to be sold or not. You don't produce goods that customers are not going to buy. If you want your customers to buy, you have to produce what they want. So that is what the first question is saying. Is there demand? Demand is revenue. Because it's only when they demand for your product, they pay for your product. Is there demand for the product or service? The second one, how much are potential customers willing to pay? Remember, there's what we call effective demand. This is economics, no? The willingness and the ability of customers to be able to buy a product. I want to buy a marker, but if I don't have the capacity to buy this marker, it means it is not effective. So when we want to start producing markers, we have to understand how much customers are willing to pay for the markers. Because if we are producing markers that customers will not be able to buy, we won't still be able to sell. And we won't be able to cover up our costs, not to talk about making profits. To make profit, it means this must increase than this. Yes or no? Yes or no? Profit is revenue greater than cost. And if you want your revenue to be greater than your cost, it means you have to produce goods that customers are willing to buy. That's the first one. The second one is, how much are they willing to sell or to buy? You get to know that through market research. Oh, how much are customers paying for these products? Can we cover the cost if we sell at this price? You get to know. The third one, what is the target market size and its demographics? Who are those customers that we are targeting? Are they teachers? Are they doctors? Are they adults? Are they teenagers? Are they children? We need to know. Because that allows us to what? Market segments. That's what we call market segments. Without a market segment, it means you are just producing for everybody. But you need a targeted customers. So that you don't waste money. So because when you have your targeted customers, you will be able to target them in terms of advertisement. You know where to go to. You know where to channel your expenses into. So the third one is about who are those you want to sell to. Who are they? Teenagers, adults, young men, women. Who are those you want to sell to? Muslims, Christians. Who are those you want to sell to? Schools, hospitals. Who are those you want to sell to? Does it make sense here, please? Any question up to now? And the last one, who are the main competitors? And what are their strengths and weaknesses? As soon as you start thinking about producing this, other people are also thinking about producing it. You have rivals. You are not the only one producing it. So who are your competitors? Oh, we want to start a school. Oh, there's ISM, there's ABC school, there's CDE school, there's XYZ school. And we want to start our own school. So who are those our competitors? And who are their competitors? What are their strengths? What can they do better than us? That is their strength. What are their weaknesses? What can we do better than them? You need to know. That's why we have what we call SWOT. SWOT analysis. The strength, the weakness, the opportunity, and the strength, the weakness, opportunity, and what? Strength, SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, and strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Yeah. So you need the SWOT analysis to know if the business is going to proceed or not. The strength and the weakness are all about you. The opportunity and the threat is outside, it's beyond your control. Opportunity are what is happening now, what can we do right now to make more money? Threat is what are those things that will stop us from making more money? Do we understand, guys? So, through market research, we get to know who the competitors are, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. Because as soon as we know their weaknesses, we dwell on it, we do better than that, and that gives us a competitive advantage. But whatever they do better than us, we have to work on that, we have to improve on it. To be at the top, you have to beat those at the top. Isn't it? To be at the top, people are at the top. For you to be there, you have to beat them to be at the top. And how are you going to be able to do that? Through the market research. You know the position you have, you know the position they have, and you want to be ahead of them. You want to be a step further than the position you have presently. Any question about market feasibility?
No.
Thank you.